think we did it.
Are we live?
I think we are.
Hello. I'm Logan. This is Robin, if you didn't know.
There's nobody watching it. I don't think.
There's nobody watching yet.
If you're here, say hi.
Hi.
Not you.
Oh, not me. I am here. She wasn't clear enough with the directions.
All right, let me play our fancy intro video.
Yo! What's up? What's up? What's
Yay!
Hooray.
All right. Oh, there's people. Hey,
People.
Perla. Hey, Rob. Hey,
Jen. Hello. How's everybody doing on this Wednesday? Robin, how are you doing on this Wednesday?
I'm tired. It's like my first full week back since before Christmas, back at school, because of snow days and me having COVID and various other stuff. And we're only halfway through and I'm ready to be done with the week.
I've been up for almost 24 hours because of work, so I'm a little tired too.
I always say I'm tired, and then Logan's like, I'm tired because I have not slept.
I've been awake all night, but we make it through. How are you guys doing in the comment section? I hope everybody's doing well. Staying warm. It's unbearably cold out.
It's so cold. It's ridiculous.
I always forget that New York gets really cold, even though I've lived here my entire life. I'm like, oh, it's not going to get that bad. And then it gets really bad, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a busy week.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a part of the winter that I can't do this part of the winter. It's like Christmas is over. It's nice that there's snow on the ground, but like I'm done. I'm done with it being cold.
Ooh, Jen, you had your eyes dilated. Things are blurry. One time I had my eyes dilated on my lunch break at work because I thought that was going to be a good idea to go have an eye appointment. Wasn't a good idea. And then I drove back to work with my eyes blurry. Probably wasn't a good idea. And I couldn't see anything that I had to do at work because everything was blurry. So I know how that goes. I don't like it.
But then you had your eyes fixed.
But then I had my eyes fixed. Yeah. I used to be blind, for those that didn't know, like legally blind.
Very blind.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Then I had laser eyes.
Oh yeah, unexpected eye dilation is probably the worst kind. I don't know. I've never experienced it before.
The numbing stuff is the worst. I hated that. That's the weirdest feeling. You don't know that you can't feel what it's like to not feel your eyes until you can't feel your eyes, and then it's weird. So I do know how that goes.
Yeah, I saw they said you were going to need surgery. I don't know what that entails, but I'm sorry. Do you know about cataract surgery?
Nope.
The only thing we've been through is Logan's LASIK, which was like the easiest thing in the world, but I imagine cataract surgery is probably not as easy. I don't know. It's kind of wild, the stuff that they can do to your eyes.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like something they should be able to operate on. Oh yeah, needles in your eyes. That doesn't sound like
it doesn't seem like the way technology is just advanced, like for eyes, like everything in general, but just eyes, like I don't know. Eyes are crazy because they're so complex and they can just make them better.
Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like obviously, of course, they can operate on larger parts of your body, but it just like feels that like your eyes are a weird thing for them to be going in and touching. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess it would be nice to have that fixed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's always like it's stressful, like knowing when something's coming down the road, though. So I'll keep you in mind for that. Pray about that. It's like it's hard. So when I had I was in like 8th grade or something, they did those like scoliosis checks in school. Like they did that, like the nurse would come to the school and do a physical. I don't know if that happened for other people, but that happened for us. And like in 8th grade, she was like, "Ooh, I'm going to need you to make an appointment because like I'm not quite sure like if things are cool here." And then so I was like really nervous about that. And then I had to go back for an appointment. She's like, "Yeah, you have very mild scoliosis. We're not going to do anything about it, but maybe in the future you'll need to do something about it." And I was like, I am going to think about that all the time. But I haven't had to do anything since then. But actually, that might explain my back pain. So maybe I should check on that.
Maybe you should.
Oh, yeah. LASIK won't even work for you. Yeah. Yeah. I was surprised that it would work for Logan.
Yeah, they make it. Obviously, I don't know how your eyes are, but I remember when I went for my thing, they said that the technology changes like almost on like a biannual basis. Like he said that if I had gone in 6 months previously, they wouldn't have been able to do anything for my eyes. Like he would have just been like, "Yep, can't do anything. You're gonna have to wear glasses the rest of your life." But because they just make advances so often that now
You just
don't
had
wear glasses.
Normal, very bad vision.
Yeah,
so
I
it
just
wasn't
had
complicated. It was just
really,
very bad.
really bad vision.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Dan made a video for us, so I think it's a couple minutes long. So
it's a
we're gonna
good
watch
one.
that. It is an adventure.
Yeah, all right, mate. Welcome to another day in the life of Spindle City Vineyard. Today it's very exciting. We're doing a bit of a purge, get rid of some stuff, sell some stuff, give some stuff to people that need it, So it's all going on. We've got all sorts here, we got books, yeah. We got coffee makers, we got baby stuff. It's all going to get to a good home. You let me know, mate. You need something, you want something, come talk to Dan. All right, what about this? We've got some lovely church robes here. Do you a really good deal on these. We've got $50, $50. What's going on with these chairs?
They're going to the scrapyard.
The scrapyard? How much are we thinking we're going to get for that, Brittany?
Well, if you want a chair that says First Meth on it, you can.
I reckon we can make some money out of that.
They're vintage.
Vintage, exactly. We have all kinds of fauna here at Spindle City. The snake plant, the gradvis, occasionally known as the cheap IKEA plant, the dying hanging basket, the Ficus benjamina, also known as the fig, the Zamioculcas zamifola, also known as the ZZ plant, Strelitzia nicolai, also known as the white bird of paradise, the fake tree, the tree that you think is real, but actually also it's fake. Finally, the Spathiphyllum wallacei, also known as the peace lily plant.
You know what it's about. You know.
Yeah, way too many plants. Oh.
Dad's expert knowledge of the scientific names for plants really had me
Okay, but
going
were
there.
those real? Because he probably could have made up any name, and I would have.
I don't
I
think
would have
so, but
believed
at the
it.
same time, I'm gonna give Dad some
I
credit.
don't know. They
Dan,
seemed pretty accurate.
Dan, if you're watching, excellent botanical knowledge.
Excellent snowboarding.
Yeah, that's also pretty good.
So great. Also, I just love that the chairs are labeled First Meth.
Yeah.
So good. Why? Why would that
They had
be
to
the
abbreviate
abbreviation? Why? Why would it be the why? Oh, hey Alyssa.
Hi, Amani, as well.
You should come visit, Alyssa. We miss you too. Hey Amani. How okay, I see a few more people have jumped on. So if you're just lurking, can you please say hi?
It's okay. We like lurkers.
Amani and Alyssa, how are you guys doing?
Busy week for some people.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe
busy.
not.
I don't know. The end of January and like February are a weird time of year.
Yeah.
Yes, I second that, Amani.
Lurking. We know you're lurking.
Oh no, raw chicken.
Oh man, I've done that before.
But it's always so gross when you like bite into it thinking
Yeah.
that it's cooked and then it's like chewy and
Gummy
ugh,
chicken.
gross. Yes, we'll pray for that.
For no sickness.
It's
and
gross.
illness.
Yeah, probably be fine, but it's still gross. So I feel for you.
Other than the raw chicken, I hope everybody else is doing well.
Have to. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty accurate description of
Yeah.
January, February.
Yeah. Especially like at work. Like we see the people like out at the bars. It's like the people that are out at the bars at like 3 a.m. in the middle of February. It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's too cold for that. Nobody needs to be doing that.
Yeah, I mean, like on the weekends, fine, but there's people who go out.
There was a lot of
weeknights.
people out last night, and it was a Tuesday into Wednesday, and it was -4 outside with the wind.
I don't have the dedication. I don't know that there's a single person that could convince me to go out with them on a Tuesday night when it's this cold. It's too cold.
Way too cold.
All right. Let's see. I guess we're supposed to chat a little bit about Sunday. So for everyone who was either there on Sunday or was able to watch the message after the week or after the fact, how have you been reflecting on that? Or let's see, I have specific questions. So did reading Genesis 3-11 help you to see humanity and God with new eyes? Or is there anything like that you got out of that passage that's really sticking out to you? I'd love to chat about that more because we rushed right out the door on Sunday. Oh, Jen wants to know if we got the broom. We did not get the broom.
No.
We still need to get the broom.
Still need to get the broom. Yes, Rob.
Oh.
Rob
Rob would
go
go out
on a Tuesday. I would probably be too cold.
I
But,
think you'd have to convince Tim and Logan to
Yeah,
go out on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that would be the difficult part there. But
I love that. May the Holy Spirit cook everything you ate. Yes,
love it.
that's great.
Yeah, does anybody have any excuse me, specific reflections on Sunday's message? Put them in the comments section and we will go through and put them up on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, cool, Jen. So she says she felt more compassion and grace towards people she'd normally not have as much patience with. That's so funny that you mentioned that because we actually talked a little bit about Genesis in and like along the same vein in my professional development meeting with the faculty last Friday, and we kind of mentioned some of the same things about just the way humanity is and all these kind of forces at work in our lives, and how how much it all like just it helps us to get a little bit of perspective on just like what other people's lives are like. And yeah, it's funny. It's one of those things that I have to remind myself after I get really frustrated with somebody who's like cutting me off in traffic. And someone said in our faculty meeting, they're like, they were like, I always am like yelling at people who are in traffic. It's like, they might have a place that they need to be. Like maybe they have, someone, their wife is in labor or something. Like there's probably a reason people are trying to get where they're getting, but it's hard to have that perspective.
Yeah, and it was a good reminder to be more patient with people, especially me, because 90% of the people that I deal with at work, I have zero patience for, just because of the nature of.
You're very patient.
I am usually pretty patient, but it can wear on me when it's the same thing over and over and over and over again. But
yeah,
it was just a nice reminder to just hear people out and see what they have to say and then move on from there.
Mm-hmm. Rob, I like that too. Just revealing God's love and compassion for us and for you and for others. Yeah, that's awesome. It's so funny that that's in the very beginning. Like you get that message immediately, and I don't think that I always stop to think about that. Obviously it's intentional, but Alyssa, I love that too. That seems to be sticking out a lot. So maybe it's a theme.
Yeah.
I get it a lot too.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a theme for me
just
too.
Generally, like even the most patient of people that I know can hit a point where it can just it just grinds you a little bit too much. Things do. So it just was a good reminder.
Yeah. And Amani, why does he even put up with us? I was thinking the same thing.
Amani. Facts.
Because we are here to do what he put us here to do, and we are going to do it no matter how hard he has to work to get us to do what we're supposed to.
Screw it up.
Yeah. But he loves us. Yeah. It is. It's just so fun seeing, like, being able to look at, the themes in the Bible and see just, like, again, that theme of God's compassion and his grace is just in the very beginning, and then we get to see it play out through the whole book, which is so cool. Did anybody have like a specific way that you felt God was inviting you to respond, or anything that you've done since Sunday? Jen, I love that. Yeah. That's so hard. It is hard for us to be like God in that way, I think. But it's good to have that reminder that that's what we're supposed to do. To like actually pursue other people and extend love to them. Yeah.
Extending love when we may not necessarily feel people deserve it, but everybody deserves it. It's just the challenge of putting yourself out there and showing it to them.
Hey, April.
April, hello. Welcome. You got anything else, Rob?
Oh, yeah, Jen, the way you talk to Nora. Yeah. That's something to think about, I think, for a lot of parents, or just people who are in charge of people younger than them.
Yeah.
It's so hard when, especially when there's someone that you can't really reason with.
Yeah, some of the kids at City Life just don't really like to be reasoned with, or like Rob said, yeah, they just, no matter how many times you try to explain something to them, it just doesn't stick. So this whole idea of patience and extending love and grace to them is especially useful with some of these kids too,
Yeah.
that Tim works with, we volunteer with.
Yeah. And along the same lines, what Alyssa said, putting yourself in their shoes, having more compassion. Yeah, I find myself, Jen, like what you're saying about Nora, I find myself having to remind myself of that, like with my students at work. Some of them are really pushing my buttons, but they're just, they need to see that love sometimes. And it makes it hard, though, not to react in the moment, but to just meet their needs instead. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess if anybody has any more thoughts about that, you're welcome to throw it in the chat. And maybe while we have some more thoughts about that, is there any way that we can be praying for anyone this week? Anything coming up? I feel like I just made it through my stressful part of the next few weeks. I did turn in grades today, so for my high schoolers. So that's done. And it is what it is. It's kind of nice to just let go of that now. So I'm just going to step away from that. Anyone else have anything going on that we can pray for?
Oh, we got your Jen,
Jen,
situation with your eyes that we
pray for your health.
We spoke about, and your health. Anyone else? $50-degree weather and blue skies. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
For the move on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good weather.
Some of that crazy
alleged
good weather.
nor'easter that could happen doesn't happen.
Don't say it. It's that. Not, it's going to be okay. Oh, yeah, April. Kasana is just so funny. I love seeing the way that she interacts with the younger kids. It's funny just seeing her, like she was one of the younger kids not that long ago, and now she's like playing with them, and she's something. Love her. Alyssa, congratulations. That's so fun, but also super not fun. That's a lot to deal with. Ooh, so we will pray about that. Dental insurance is frustrating.
Yes.
Logan has amazing health insurance that we're on, but the dental is not as good, and we've been avoiding going to the dentist. So.
Yep. Even though probably should go.
That's so fun, Alyssa. I think I saw that you had already shared that, but do you have a due date? I feel like I know so many people who have gotten pregnant recently, and I'm just or announced recently. I'm so excited.
So many babies.
Babies are so fun.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
July 29th. That's so fun. That's when, like, everybody I know who's pregnant right now is due in July. So that's fun. It's going to be a hot summer for you. Yeah, April, I can see. She has a strong personality. Kasana has a strong personality. But I think, yeah, we'll pray for that. You're such a good mom to her, though.
Yeah.
All right. Any last prayer requests? Let's see. Oh, cool. You're going to be in England. That's fun, Alyssa.
Ooh, cooler. Right?
Yeah. It's cooler there usually, unless it's hot and humid, right? I'm not really sure.
Not the weatherman of England
That's good.
that Dan would be if he were here.
All right. Well, I guess we'll pray for those things. And if you have other things, you can throw them in the chat and I'll take a peek. But I'll start and you can add if you have something to add.
Okay.
Lord, we just thank you for this Spindle City family. And it's time to check in with each other. I thank you that we are able to take such a close look at your word and see those overarching themes that you have weaved in the story since the very beginning, and just what that has opened our eyes to. Lord, I just pray for all of us who are struggling to show compassion to other people or just need that reminder to show that compassion just as you do. And I also pray for, those of us who are struggling with those things that we know are letting God down. And I pray that you would give us the ability to just hand that over to you. And I pray that you would just be in those things. Lord, I pray for Jen's health, that you would just touch her body and heal her, Lord, that everything would just come back healthy. And Lord, that you would just give her peace for those things that do need to be taken care of. But that you would be in that moment. And through all of this, that you will bring healing to her body, Lord, and peace to her as she walks through that. And Lord, I pray for miraculous weather for Amani for moving, just how exciting that is. And I pray that it would go smoothly. And if for some reason there's a lot of snow, that maybe someday it'll just be a fun story, and that it'll still work out. I thank you for that. Lord, I pray for April as she walks through mothering a very strong-willed daughter, and that you would just give her wisdom, give her your wisdom, and just bring peace to her home, and let Kasana know just how much you love her, Lord, and how much April loves her, and that she is well cared for and well loved by everybody around her, Lord. And that you would just bring peace to her as she is growing and just experiencing all these emotions, Lord. I pray the same for Jen, that you would just give her peace in parenting Nora and just help as she, finds the right ways to show your love to her, Lord. And Lord, just thank you for Alyssa and this pregnancy. And I pray that you would keep her healthy and that these wisdom teeth would not be a huge deal. And that you would take care of that, however that might look. She either has to walk through insurance or whatever, Lord, that you would take care of it, provide a way for her to be healthy and bring this wonderful new life into the world, Lord. Anything else? Oh, all right. Lord, I just thank you for this time, this family. In your name I pray, amen. All right. Oh, look at that. It's 8:29. It's almost time. I did a really long prayer, so we're good.
Wow. Right on the money almost.
Cool. Well,
I hope everybody has a good rest of the week.
We love you guys.
Stay warm.
Thanks for checking in.
Stay safe. And thanks for hanging out with us on a Wednesday night.
And stay connected too. If there's other things you need prayer for, if there are other things that you that God's revealed to you after this Sunday, throw them in the Facebook group or something. I'd love to hear it. enjoy your Albany cold weather. I don't think we will, Alyssa, but thank you. We'll give Esther a hug for you, April.
Oh, she'll love that.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. See you Sunday.